Because if there's a family in it, or if there's a sex and violence in it, if you're outside of your understanding. So they had to find a reason. So they started looking into the film. So they thought, maybe it's the Quran. I'm saying that it's very safe to make familiar films. Sometimes unfamiliar is dangerous. So I am from that school. Thank you.
Under which we function does not grant us that absolute freedom. Article 6 of the Constitution says freedom of that was that they changed the nomenclature, so it was no longer called the Film Censor Board, it was called the Central Board of Film Certification, and it was no longer called the Censor Certificate, it was called just
One or the other has been either for religious reasons, social reasons, or moral reasons. And in the flow of ideas, as the civilizations have grown and decayed, some ideas have come in conflict with the others, and that is how progress has happened right through civilizations. So without really drawing lines, there is no growth, there is no change, there is no future. So in that sense, free flow of ideas is absolutely basic to any human growth and development, and nothing that really disturbs or stops it or blocks it is acceptable to me as a human being and as a creative person. In the film Rang Rasiya that I've just made on based on the life of Raja Ravi Verma, there are basically three issues that one is dealing with. The first one is there shame attached to the human body, or is it attached to the way we see it, look at it? That is the basic dilemma. Painting nudes, is it by itself something that is reprehensible, or is it the way it is looked at that is a way of evaluating? The second issue, which we all have grappled with at various points in our lives, is the dialectic between sensuality and sin. As he rightly pointed out, Gandhiji was very much against cinema. He was, in public life at least, he was as much against expression of sensuality as such. So sensuality, which is the basis of human life and growth and civilization, why is it in the social context the idea of sin attached to it? And the third question, and which is the most important question in my mind, is who controls my mind? And I say, sometimes even I don't. In that case, how can anyone else control it? And so if mind is the flow with which the human progress proceeds, it has to be allowed that free space to flow in. So these are the basic issues that one is speaking about. Thank you, Vedant.
Yeah, straight.
Thank you.
Why don't you get it censored? And to that we had a stock answer that we do not want this film to be distributed in India. We do not want to profit from it illegally 7 times without our consent. So that's just to prove your point that you are looking for acceptance. Yes, acceptance.
You
Yes,
assume
pattern.
it's a battle.
Yeah, that is totally correct.
Ketan, would you like to, on this point, this specific point?
Quite often we get into totally unexplored territories where we don't know what the response is going to be like, what's going to be the intensity of those responses.
actually took
One of the things that I learned while making a film on Nagarjuna Bhattacharya, person who I importantly, he sort of stood against this, what you just said, sort of trying where we draw the line, and he kept on walking the line itself. So when you're walking the line, you're not at an objectivity of being able to see both ends of the story.
You're not changing. Can be called a bit on the margins to the mainstream, middle of the road.
But would Larry Clark, who's the ultimate American bad boy filmmaker, ever hang with Martin Scorsese? He'd probably throw a fucking glass at him.
But why?
I don't think the dialogue can happen because you're in battle, as you rightly said. You have to take a side. And here is the circumstances and environment. So Banksy had to take his work out on the street and survive in a very different way from what another British painter would have done.
I am not sure whether Hussain did not know that what he is doing is going to garner him that kind of attention. He was also a guy who was very savvy about being at the right place at the right time, choosing the right things, not wearing shoes. And when he did wear shoes as well. I've seen pictures of him wearing shoes. So the whole point is that the whole desire is to get across to as many people as possible. And when that comes in, I think when you say a 300 crore movie, which obviously are all looked down upon here, but no, listen. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Let's scrap that statement. To me, it simply means, like religion, like I have my theory about religion. Mine is that when Jesus Christ stood on that rock and preached his word, there were many other preachers, but he was more market savvy than others. And religion just goes on more and more and more. You have to convert people to your ideology. You have to, same with art. You have to have, like you said, about shared, Falke saying that you have to make something which is already identifiable in people. And I'm familiar with people, and I think Raja Ravi Verma on that platform thought religion was the most familiar thing for him to kind of get into. Of course, there's an desire to express is obviously there. That's not what I'm talking about. So when I see a movie which has made 300 crores at the box office, I see that many people have turned up or have been attracted to that product to go and share it with themselves, with their family, and share it with the artist who's created it, right? So that aspect of money being one thing, economy, as you said, the economic side of things, and the religious side of things, and then the artistic or cultural side of things. I think it is all interlinked. You cannot differentiate one from the other to the other, because in a cultural scenario, the biggest desire of an artist is A, to express, and B, to reach out to as many people as possible. And an artist is by far the most selfish one amongst all these three aspects that you've said.
Let's stick to this point, which is about the artist wishing to reach out to the maximum number. Obviously, most artists, thinkers will, in their heart, wish for that, but they will accept very early in their life that will not happen. And yet they will continue to work because they will know their arguments are either on the margins, their arguments will raise a lot of controversy, and only a certain amount of people will understand them at a point in time. All our greatest artists, Hussain became a Hussain after 40 years. It took 40 years. Now you imagine any other business where the period of due diligence is 40 years. Even when you choose to build a business, no business can sustain itself for 40 years before you become an artist. So no one who takes the life of becoming an artist would like to say something. Yes, the gentleman behind. This was not about Raja Ravi Verma.
Yeah,
this was about the larger.
I got it, but I want to talk in this context
Sure.
because I can't go right across the spectrum.
Fine.
This art is essentially seen in art galleries, okay, and the number of people who are exposed to it is so insignificant, may not even 1% of everybody, unless you feel that these are the only people with art talent or sensibilities. Okay, the point that I want to make here regarding, this self-censorship, which is what we started with, is a self-censorship by the artist.
मनीलाल बॉम्बे मेरा फोटो
what made you come here and be a part of this?
Because this is a discussion which is happening about ये कला के बारे में एक डिस्कशन है और मैंने एक पिक्चर की है राजा रवि वर्मा के ऊपर जिसका नाम रंगरसिया है और डिस्कशन और आर्ग्यूमेंट आर्ट के ऊपर था तो मेरा बनता था यहाँ पे आना क्योंकि मैं इस मूवी का हिस्सा हूँ और ये जो आप सब प्रिंट्स देख रहे हैं ये राजा रवि वर्मा की खुद की पेंटिंग्स के हैं और कई बार मैं कंफ्यूज हो जाता हूँ कि ये कहीं मैंने ही तो नहीं बना दिए।
तो रणदीप खुद कितने आर्ट लवर है, लाइक हमने देखा कि आप कुछ ज़्यादा इन्वॉल्व हो गए थे, कुछ ज़्यादा एंग्रॉस हो गए थे इस पूरे डिस्कशन।
मेरी आदत है, मेरी गंदी आदत है, मैं हर चीज़ में ज़्यादा इन्वॉल्व हो जाता हूँ।
So how good or bad do you think is it for yourself?
इट्स वेरी गुड। आई थिंक आदमी को अगर आप अपनी ज़िंदगी में इन्वॉल्व रहें और हर चीज़ के बारे में पैशन नहीं सोचे तो मेरे ख्याल से वही वक्त जो आप ऐवें ही करके काट रहे हैं उसमें थोड़ा सा एक रस, एक रंग, एक नई चीज़ आपको मिल जाएगी। जी
कितनी मुश्किल रहा है ये कैरेक्टर को निभाना क्योंकि 19th सेंचुरी के पेंटर काफ़ी फेमस है, कितना मुश्किल रहा?
हर एक किरदार उतना ही मुश्किल होता है और उतना ही आसान होता है, उसको करने का तरीका, एक ढंग, एक कलाकार को ढूंढना पड़ता है, वो मिलने के बाद वो उतना ही आसान हो जाता है जितना वो पहले शुरू में आपको मुश्किल लग रहा होता है।
You mentioned how you'd like art and movies, especially with that 100 crore mark. So I want to ask you a little about that. Can we see Rangharsiya reaching the 100 crore mark or any mark such as that? Or do you think you would want to work in the next 100 crore movie since you feel that is what we
See, the thing is I work in movies.
Right.
And I work with them with a sense of certain purity and dedication to my job. Beyond that, it is not within my hands. As you heard in the panel, it's a collaborative effort. And what else goes into it, how it's pitched and where it's taken and what kind of interest the people, the producers are able to generate in the movie governs the outcome of the movie, not only the actor himself or herself, unless you're Salman Khan. Then it's different.
Can we see you coming up in the next 100 crore film?
Let's see. I'm doing movies and I'm hoping that it reaches out to as many people as possible.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.